Questions for Todd? Todd, what kind of improvement did you see from the interior D-line from the Northwestern game to North Dakota?
Yeah, we really slowed down. I think there was a bunch of us that were trying to make game-changing plays against Northwestern and really just being over-aggressive. And so throughout last week, we really just focused on doing our job, knowing that the guy next to me is going to do his job as well, and the tackles will come to us.
Did the split snap counts, they seem kind of balanced. Did that help you guys stay a little fresher, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Dawson knows what he's doing, so I trust what he wants to do. I think with Northwestern, I think with it being the first game, we all got to get used to the game-like scenarios because it's a lot different from practice. But I think we did a lot better this past weekend.
What's that acclimation process like for you when you've got Devin and Stefan out there for the first time? Like, I guess how helpful have those first two games been, and how much is that an ongoing process to just be on the same page?
Yeah, it's great to see the new guys with live bullets. Them coming in, we didn't really know what they could do. They looked good in fall camp, and then we were just waiting to see what they could do in game-like situations. And they came to play. I think they played really good on Saturday, and I think we can only get better from here.
What are like those little moments that are maybe reminders that they are still new to the program? Is it different terminology sort of things, or
yeah? Sometimes the playbook. Maybe they miss an assignment within the play or whatever, but they've really locked in. That rarely happens now. So, like I said, I'm really, really proud of those guys of coming in and taking it serious and buying into our culture and buying into what Chins has for us on the defense.
You won't see a lot of runs this week, probably over 40 throws from these guys. What's the challenge of preparing for an air raid team and not knowing that you're not going to see a lot of runs at you?
Yeah, knowing that it's not just going to be a pass game, that we also have to first main focus is stop the run so we can just make it a pass game. I think a lot of teams sometimes when they see that, they get really their ears pinned back and they really just think every play is going to be a pass play until one gashes you for 60, 70 yards or even a touchdown on a run. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing is to play level-headed, play cool-headed, and understand that these guys can still run the ball because, they have a pretty solid offense, a pretty solid offensive line too.
Dan Treese was the quarterback when you guys played Buffalo last year. Now you're going to face him again on Saturday. What do you kind of remember about what he brought to Buffalo and if there's any difference?
Yeah, he was a smart quarterback. He definitely knew how to command the offense. He definitely knew how to play like the run gaps and the pass lanes and step ups and stuff like that. He's a 6-year guy, so obviously he knows what he's doing. So we're just going to have to prepare for him even better.
Coach Ross was saying he expects or hopes to have more ones versus ones this week. Do you welcome that during the season, and how much sharper can that make you come Saturday, you think?
Of course, yeah, we always welcome that. I think iron sharpens iron, so it's really great for our ones to go against the offensive ones just so we can keep getting better and better and better, and we don't really have any delay or kind of plateau. We just, like I said, we're going to keep going up.
Any questions for Ty?
You guys were on the field for a lot of long drives in the first half on Saturday. What changed and how did you guys kind of evolve in the second half?
Yeah, we just knew that, when we have that 16 opening play drive, right, or another one going down that's like a 14-play drive, it's just guys not doing their job. Like we've been saying, feels like the past few years, it's the little details, guys not doing their job. 10 guys doing their job, one guy didn't fill gap or didn't get a coverage right. I think going in at halftime, Coach Shin just came down there and reminded us that everyone needed to do their 1/11th, their one job, and we'll be a successful defense. And I think it showed in the second half.
You guys have talked a lot over the last year or so about bouncing back from a tough result. How do you, how is the mindset different? How do you flip that now and build some momentum coming off a positive?
Yeah, it's just motivation. Nobody likes being 3-9 or being called the best team in America. It's 3-9. I think it's just motivation that we just finally have to get that one little extra edge where we can start winning these one-score games. And I think that starts in practice and the energy and the tempo we bring in practice and kind of just the intensity that we bring.
There's maybe one thing that you guys could tweak about your run defense, like right away. What would be that thing?
I think it all starts with the defensive line. I can say personally, I haven't been as physical as I know I can be. I think it starts there. physicality, knockback on the defense or on the offensive line. That's all I really can say from a defensive line standpoint. It starts with us.
You're being hard on yourself when you say that, but is there something in particular that you're going to work with your technique differently or things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I tend to kind of have a lateral step instead of a vertical step. So when you play with a guy that's coming at you on a straight and I'm going 45, it's easier for him to knock me off the ball instead of him going 45 and me going straight. I think it'll be a lot easier to get that knockback. And then it's also pad level for me as well. I think I've been playing with high pad level these past 2 games, and so really it just starts with practice and really got to really focus on that and bring it to the game on Saturday.
Probably helpful to have a normal practice week as far as, not catching up on sleep, you're not traveling from a foreign country, it's regular practice.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Frost did a great job, and the strength staff and nutrition staff and medical staff. I think they did a great job last week. Really, there was no really change to last week. Monday was a regular Monday practice, and then Tuesday they kind of helped us out. Tuesday, I think we took the pads off, like a little bit over halfway over the practice. But I mean, whatever it's going to be, if we're in no pads, full pads, if no pads mentally dialed in, full pads, it's physically mental or dialed in, sorry.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Ty.